Okay, so basically, here's what's going on. Now, I want to lay this out so no one's confused. So basically, what happens is you have Simonides say, "Look, I wrote this entire manuscript. Now, I had my uncle and these two other monks. They came along. They made corrections, and this is in Simonides' explanation. This is how you have the corrections of the scribes in the margins. Sometimes they'll actually make corrections right there. You know, you can see where scribes actually wrote over certain things to correct them in the making of this codex. Okay, there's correction notes and so on. So what Simonides says is that, okay, all these corrections were made by these three other people. However, I'm the one who wrote the codex. Let's now turn to this wonderful book. Now, originally, it should be noted that many people believe that this codex was written by three hands. This is from chapter 10 in this book. Quote, the transcription of every extant page of Codex Sinaiticus for the digitization project has allowed for a re-evaluation of the entire manuscript. Since Milne and Skeat's work on the Codex, it has been widely accepted that there were only three scribes, A, B, and D. Tischendorf's scribe C was abandoned after Milne and Skeat proved the work of scribe C could be divided between scribes A and D. Is everyone still with me now? So originally Tischendorf came along, he said there was four scribes. There was A, B, C, and D. And these two guys, Skeat and Milne, they said, no. A and B did the work of C. So there really was no scribe C. Okay. And then there was D. However, I'm going on with the quote here. However, during the transcription of the prophets and the shepherd of Hermas for the Codex Sinaiticus project, certain features were noticed which suggest the possibility of a fourth scribe at work. There is a strong case to be made that the work of scribe B should be split into two, scribe B1 for Isaiah and scribe B2 for the prophets and the shepherd of Hermas. Okay, this is important now because you have the paleography of this is really fascinating, and they show the differences between the scribes. Basically, what you have is when the scribes are being trained, you have different schools that these scribes are being trained in. So it would be like today if you have the school of Smith and the school of Jones. Okay, well, if I'm a scribe of the school of Jones and Rob is a scribe of the school of Smith, his is going to look different because it's a different style than mine. However, if my friend Joe Schmo is at the same school as me, he's going to learn the same kind of writing that I am. It's going to look almost identical to mine. And this is why they had a hard time distinguishing between scribe B1 and scribe B2. Is everybody still with me? You with me here, Rob?
I'm sorry, I was...
Of course you were. Okay, I'm going to keep going since nobody's listening to me.
Yes, keep going.
Okay, so scribe D, they know that scribe D did the bulk of the work. They believe that scribe D was basically the overseer. The overseer. And the reason why is because you have scribe D correcting scribe B's B1 and B2's work, but you never have scribe B1 and B2 correcting D's work. Okay? So if Simonides was the one who wrote the Shepherd of Hermas for Codex Sinaiticus, this is where the Simonides argument really begins to degrade. Because Simonides says that he wrote the entire text for Codex Sinaiticus. However, we know for a fact that there was three scribes and most likely four scribes. And that the person who wrote the Shepherd of Hermas actually did third in line of the most of the work. Scribe D and Scribe A did the bulk of the work, and Scribe B1 and B2 did the least amount of the work. And yet Chris Pinto can't, he says that the people that helped with the notes, not with the actual writing of the text.